when I let my anxiety get the best of me, things don't turn out as they should. Ever since last week on newborn nursery, when I dang near had a syncopal episode, i.e. passed out during a procedure, I make sure I eat a full hearty breakfast. But sometimes that means that I cannot eat my breakfast at home and I have to eat it once I arrive at the hospital. Luckily, I'm one of the first ones there. And so I try to get this breakfast in before we go round on our little babies in the morning. I'm exhausted, but happy Monday. It is the Monday of my exam week. Exam is in exactly 4 days. I woke up at 5:05 this morning. It's very difficult getting up on a Monday from the weekend because Sunday nights I just don't want to go to sleep early. So I went to sleep late at 10 p.m. and it means I got 7 hours of sleep. And for most people that may seem like a lot, but for me I need 8 hours to fully function. So my body is literally struggling. So I'm about to hit this nap real quick and then I'll get up and finish these UWorld questions, start doing my UWorld incorrect questions. I need to finish reviewing the practice test that I took yesterday or started Saturday and finished yesterday. I'll work with my friend somewhere around 4 o'clock. She said we'll study and then I have to tutor at 6. Yeah, it's just been a really long day. The attending this week changed, and so this new attending wants everyone to change a diaper, so I have to change a poop diaper. And I'm pretty sure this was the first poop diaper that I've changed since my niece was 18, so you do that math. I was in elementary school or something, maybe high school when last time I changed a poop diaper, so I'm just like, oh my gosh. She also wants us to go to a delivery as a P's team. If there's a complication, you'll go for a vaginal delivery or for a C-section. You need to know the APGAR, so A is appearance, P I believe is post, G is grimace, APGAR, I forget what the other A is, and then the R is respiration. I should actually look this up. Let me do that now. Actually, check me out. I was pretty accurate. So it's activity, though, is the first A. So muscle tone, P for post, G for grimace, which is reflex, irritability, A for appearance, so skin color, and R, respiration. So I just forgot the first A. So you grade them on a scale 0, 1, 2. So 0 didn't happen, 2, everything's there and working. 1 is like a little bit. So good APGARs are 7 and above, and it goes up to 10 since there are 5 sections. 4, so she wants us to either be at a C-section or a delivery so that we can go through APGAR with the resident. And today I shared a baby with one of my colleagues, so it's crazy because last Monday we came in and there were 12 new babies. Today there were 4, so the intern got 2 and then it's 4 of us med students, so we just each split 1. So she wrote the note, I gave the presentation, and then we both asked the parents questions about delivery overnight, you know, peeps and poo. I said peeps, peas and poo. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. And then during the 8 a.m. morning conference we did heads up, you know, when you put the phone up to your head and you have to guess. So we had flashcards and you had 60 seconds. You had to, well, for me, my partner, she put the card up and I had to describe to her for her to guess it. So the team who won got 5, we got 4, and I was like, oh, we were so close. But working on the pressure is a little bit hard. So yeah, it's another nice day though in Chicago. So I'm gonna take this nap and low-key maybe go out for a walk because I don't wanna be miserable inside. I have a book to return to the library, of which I was supposed to read like 2 months ago and I never did. Maybe I'll force myself to get back into reading, even though it's exam week, just because like, yeah, I wanna stay up with the balanced life stuff. But yeah, let me go take this nap because I have now deducted time away because I need to start studying at 2 o'clock. The irony of me saying constantly that I need to take a nap, yet I refuse to take one like a little toddler is actually insane. But I did log on to YouTube to get some lo-fi study music to rock it out with as I was reviewing my practice exam. I didn't want to log on to study with me for this late night session solely because I wanted to be a little bit more comfortable. Clearly, I'm sitting on my floor, which is my go-to position after a long day in the hospital or the clinic. But after a while, I am no longer a teenager. These buns get a little bit tired and I had to relocate to my couch. But I kept the music on to keep me awake because being on this couch is also not the best position to be in when I want to get a true study session in. I stayed up a little bit too late the night before, which led to a migraine and me calling off my second to last day on the newborn nursery. But I am a medical student with ADHD, which means that I live and die by a routine. With me not getting ready in the morning to go to the hospital before 6 a.m., I forgot to take my Vyvanse, which meant my focus was not where it needed to be, which is why you saw those plants at the beginning of this day, because I was a little bit all over the place, but I did go to UWorld to get through some incorrect questions before logging on to Study With Me Live. And I was on there with some of my, people holding me accountable to get this work done. And this was extremely important with me forgetting to take my medication, because without that, your girl was literally all over the place. And that actually is not okay, especially during exam week.
I wanted to post that picture of us of our little award thing on my Twitter. So I'm like, let me try to actually on this app, but
you should post it.
I decided against it.
Okay, well, there you have it.
I might do an end of the month thing. I'm going to this.
I was thinking about doing that, but I never do that. So I was like, probably.
Like a dump?
Yeah, I never ever. I just
Twitter, so four photos.
Girl, exactly. The highlights of the month. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Which of the following is the most likely cause of the late onset of symptoms in this patient? 10-month-old boy brought to the physician because of fever and cough for 3 days. He was treated for otitis media 3 and 4 months ago. Okay. Treated for an ear infection twice. Between 6 and 10 months. He was also treated for a pneumococcal pneumonia and H. influenzae, meningitis this past month. All right, I'm thinking a B cell maybe, or it could be a BNT. We'll see. He was delivered at term. Pregnancy and neonatal period was uncomplicated. He was exclusively breastfed until 6 months of age. Has a maternal uncle who died of recurrent respiratory tract infections at 28 years old. So he died because of an immunodeficiency. He's at the 20th percentile for height, 10th for weight. So just barely making it for the weight. Temperature is febrile. Pulse is normal. Respiration is normal. Exam shows crackles at the left lung base. So some atelectasis. Palatine tonsils are absent. An x-ray shows an infiltrate in the left lower lung lobe. So he probably has lobar pneumonia. Cytometry shows absence of B cells. He got Bruton. Which of the following is most likely cause of the late onset of symptoms in this patient? Maternal IgG decreases by 6 months. Splenic dysfunction occurs by 6 months. Involution of the thymus begins at 6 months. Reduced T cell receptor excision circles by 6 months. Breastfeeding until 6 months. Oh my gosh, all these things. Most likely explanation for this patient's hemodynamic abnormalities. 2-year-old boy was hospitalized 24 hours after a swimming pool drowning. 2 years. Patient had no pulse when he was removed from the pool. Cardiopulmonary resuscitation was initiated at the scene and continued for 20 minutes before spontaneous circulation was restored. Patient is intubated and received mechanical ventilation. What is most likely explanation for this patient's hemodynamic abnormalities? Girl, do not know.
This is a really hard one, actually.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so he hasn't been given any medication. So I'm gonna leave this in. Stress-induced cardiomyopathy, sinus node dysfunction. I mean, he didn't pass out. So I'm gonna cross this out. Isolated pontine infarction, no. Because that will be if we're talking about like sodium levels, right?
Correct.
And then like quickly correcting that. Increased ICP. How would I know if it was increased ICP? Increased intracranial pressure. I mean,
I can give you a hint if you want.
I mean, that could lead to high blood pressure.
It could. That's true.
What's your hint?
The hint is going to be there's some relationship between intubated people and intracranial pressure. I don't know if you remember that. Because of the cerebral vascular auto-regulation based on like oxygen and CO2. So sometimes if you think your patients have ICP, you might adjust their vent settings. So I'm not saying that I think that's what he has. I'm just saying that it is something I would consider in any intubated patient as a possibility.
Okay.
So not something I'd rule out like by default.
Okay.
It's my last day of newborn nursery.
Right, it is my last day of pediatrics, and I cannot say that I'm upset. I mean, it wasn't a bad rotation. I'm just really tired of having to get up at 5:10 in the morning. I remember getting my schedule and I was just like, oh my gosh, my schedule's so sweet because I heard mother, baby, newborn nursery is chill. Ain't nobody tell me that the start time was 6:30 though. Like, are you kidding me? That is not chill. The sweetest schedule is what my little has her last 2 weeks because she does the rotation next. her last 2 weeks are going to be in the clinic. In clinic, you work half days. Morning shift is literally 9 to 11:30, and the afternoon shift is like 1-ish. It's like 1:15 to 5. Be for real, that's chill. But anywho, it wouldn't be right for the train to not come late on my last day. And yeah, so I won't even be able to change. I'm gonna have to go right in and go straight to sign out, and then I will get a new pair of scrubs because I was sweating in the ones I had on Monday, and I didn't return them when I left for this one home. But yeah, let's make it a good day. Happy hump day, and happy hump day, and I'm happy almost done with pediatrics day. Y'all, I am unwell, okay? I just feel so tired, so exhausted. The shelf exam is now in 2 days. Yesterday, I made a lot of mistakes on the practice test that I took, like things that I've known since being a pre-med student. I was getting wrong, so I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna get that together. I'm not sure if I'm going to ask to leave early or not yet today. I just feel really, really off. So we'll see how that goes. I called off yesterday because I had a migraine Monday night going to sleep, and a lot of not even getting much sleep. Tuesday, we have a different senior today, and she is mad cool. We literally spent maybe 10 or 15 minutes talking about NCAA and the women's WNBA draft. So that was pretty cool, but yeah, I'm tired. We'll see how this goes. You know, like, I mean, did I lie? I did not. Here's one of my learn and dump study sessions. So throughout the day, as I'm going through UWorld topics, and at this point, only my incorrect questions because I finished new questions on Monday, I need to gather all the information that I constantly get wrong and just write it down. Yes, sometimes I do refer back to the screen, but most times I try to just dump everything from my brain onto the board because this shows what I have finally gathered and what information I still haven't mastered just yet. If you haven't done this before, this is a pro tip to do, especially during exam week, to let you know where your weaknesses are and how to quickly fill them in. I feel like it's always so hard to catch the sun. Well, happy Thursday. It's the day before my exam. Excuse that noise in the background. I am washing dishes, so running the dishwasher. I had so much anxiety last night. Like, my nurse practitioner started me on 25 milligrams of metoprolol to help with anxiety, and I hadn't taken it. Planned on taking it, day of the exam, but I had sleep paralysis, and I had a really bad anxiety episode literally 30 minutes after. Like, I'd only been asleep for 30 minutes, and I had to get up, take that, and I was able to go back to sleep pretty quickly. But then I want to say like 4 hours later or 3.5 hours later, it essentially happened again. I'm just like, bruh, this is not okay. Like, come on. This is the trauma of being a medical student and constantly taking exams, being judged by the exam, knowing that an exam does not define me, but these are the metrics that they use for assessment in order to progress in field. So yeah, there's that. Today I will be doing 5 hours on Study With Me Live, 2 hours of study group, and that would be it. I started listening to a Divine Intervention pediatric shelf exam review on YouTube this morning when I was getting ready. It's 2 hours long, was listening on 2 times speed, and I have less than an hour left, I want to say, so I'm gonna start that up once I log online. And yeah, I'll be sure to work out at 12, have therapy at 1. Like, that's been clutch for me, always having therapy the day before my exam, just to, center me, ground me, and I love it. I didn't work out yesterday. I'll be sure to do that today because yes, we're getting rid of all this stress, all this anxiety. Like, you gotta go. Fear has no place here. And yeah, I'm going to make it a great day. Make it a great day. I'm gonna make it a great day. So yeah, I'll catch up with y'all later. Not me saying the one thing that I needed to do was go to the gym midday after morning Study With Me hours for me to go downstairs, and all the gym keys were gone. I told the front door person, I hate people, and then I went for a walk. And the weather has changed, and so this little bitty jacket was not enough, but I didn't anticipate going outside, but I knew if I came back upstairs, I was not going to go back out. I walked for over a mile. Time to hop on for this therapy because yeah, woosah, trying to increase this anxiety, but I won't let it. Literally logging on to telehealth. Alexa off. All right, I have wind down. I washed my face. I didn't brush my teeth. Listen to some Beyonce, 2 Hands to Heaven. And it's time to pray. Put it in God's hands and go to sleep and be ready for this exam tomorrow. In my therapy session, woo, not me about to fall. In my therapy session, my therapist literally had to get me together because I came in there with a nasty attitude, just like, oh, I was all over the place. I was anxious. She was like, breathe, slow down, listen, think. And I'm just like rolling my eyes at her because like, girl, what are you doing? But she was right. When I let my anxiety get the best of me, things don't turn out as they should. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this anxiety medication before I go to bed. I can sleep through the night. And low key, I need some Benadryl because I really want to sleep and wake up rested, because right before OB-GYN, I think I slept for like 4 hours because it just wasn't working for me. But we rebuke that spirit right now and we're just gonna make it do what it do. Catch y'all in the morning. Good night. That was literally the hardest test to date. It was so hard. But I am very proud of myself because what I didn't do was go back and start changing answers. If the question wasn't already incomplete or I marked it, then I didn't go back and review it. And I love that for me. Just finished my swim and I'm looking like what I've been through. Whew, maybe I'll give you another update later. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm tired. Look who's coming to see me. I ain't seen this chick since the last exam. I am recording you. You moving so slow and your legs so little. Oh my, girl, I'm walking slow. What do you mean? I don't know. Screencast sprung. It was beautiful. Like literally.